November Tango 8 Delta, NTAD.
NTAD, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Hello, Dave.
Good evening. I was expecting to hear Radio Newsline, and I guess it must not got put up tonight.
Don't really have an answer for you. I hope to hear it too, and you know, whatever's becoming of it, apparently the assignment for getting it set up and getting it moving, I don't know where that's all started. But anyway, whatever happens, I'm standing by to be with the group. NTAD, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Back to you, Dave.
I felt terrific. We'll be firing up the Sarah Club Net at 8 o'clock this evening. Came up with a trivia question, so we're ready to go. So y'all come on down at 8 o'clock, NTAD. Clear and waiting.
Very well. Good having a short comm with you, and I'll be looking forward to it. NTAD, WB3K. I'll be on the side.
Amateur Radio Newsline will start in 5 minutes.
Amateur Radio Newsline report number 2496 with a release date of Friday, August 29th, 2025, to follow in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The following is a QST. A prototype satellite for broadband faces launch delays. The Route 66 special event gets an eye in the sky, and remote operators are needed for the Andaman Island de-expedition. All this and more as Amateur Radio Newsline report number 2496 comes your way right now.
From around the world, this is Newsline, Amateur Radio's independent, weekly amateur radio news and bulletin service. Now reporting from Picayune, Mississippi, here is Don Wilbanks, AE5DW.
Our top story takes us to Texas, where the company behind a prototype broadband satellite has announced delays in the project's launch. Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, has more details.
The U.S. mobile broadband provider that hopes to use amateur radio frequencies to support its planned satellite-based network has rolled back on the date for the launch of its new prototype satellite. This is the second delay by AST Space Mobile, which had originally hoped to launch the satellite, known as FM1, in August, and first postponed it to October or November. India's space agency, ISRO, confirmed the delay in a press conference with local Indian media, adding that FM1 would likely not launch until the first quarter of 2026. FM1, which has a phased array antenna, is designed to function as a cell tower from space. The announcement comes barely a week after the company said it expects to launch between 45 and 60 satellites by next year. No reason was given for the postponement, which was reported on the PC Mag website. AST Space Mobile is building its network in partnership with Verizon and AT&T and is considered to rival Starlink services, which are partnered with T-Mobile. Texas-based AST Space Mobile has asked the FCC to authorize its network use of amateur radio frequencies between 430 and 440 megahertz, a request that has drawn challenges from the amateur radio community. In July, the FCC assigned FM1 the call sign WP2XRX, which expires on July 1st, 2027. Its license authorizes experimental operation for mobile satellite services only on 37.5 to 42 gigahertz and 2.235 and 2.245 gigahertz. This is Ken Peterson, KC0DGY.
Ham radio helped turn the tide this month for a stranded sailing vessel off the California coast. Kevin Trotman, N5PRE, has that story.
Sailing off the coast of San Francisco on August 3rd, the captain and crew of 4 aboard the vessel Wind Chaser found that their boat had become dead in the water, adrift after its propeller got entangled with a rope. Without cell service available, the captain, Dennis Dickerson, KI6KQJ, reached out to the Maritime Mobile Service Network on 20 meters, contacting NetCon.
W8WKY.
Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
DXers who looked forward to hearing a friendly, familiar voice from Iceland were saddened this month to learn that the contact they were hoping to log had become a silent key. The death of Odin Thor, TF2 MSN, on the 19th of August in Reykjavik was reported by the Icelandic Amateur Radio Association, sharing the news provided by his family. First licensed in 2011, Odin began as an enthusiastic operator on SSB, later embracing such digital modes as FT4 and FT8. According to Jonas Bjarnason, TF3JB, president of Icelandic Radio Amateurs, Odin had been in poor health for the past 30 years or so, following an accident on a fishing boat. Jonas told Newsline by email that ham radio was his life, almost 24 hours a day. In addition to being active locally on 2 meters, he was an enthusiastic participant in numerous events held by Icelandic radio amateurs, including Field Day. Odin was 62. This is Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
Another noted DXer and leader in the radio community has become a silent key, as Stephen Kinford, N8WB, tells us.
Lou Dietrich, N2TU, gave priority to building community across the globe through radio, and he was a prominent advocate of that in his former role as chairman of the board of directors of the International DX Association. Lou became a silent key on the 15th of August. He'd been a DXpeditioner as well as a DXer, knowing that the thrill of the chase is only half of the challenge. He was part of the K1N activation of Navassa Island in 2015, and a team co-leader for the K5P Palmyra DXpedition in 2016. He was also part of the Sable Island CY0S DXpedition in 2023 and the St. Paul Island DXpedition CY9C in 2024. Lou was originally licensed as WV2RNW as a teenager in high school in the 1960s, and after his license lapsed, became relicensed in 1981. His obituary on the ARRL website noted that he had been part of the League's DX Advisory Committee. His awards from the League include the 10-band DXCC and the DXCC Top of the Honor Roll. He belonged to the Carolina DX Association. Lou was 78. This is Stephen Kinford, N8, WB.
No one celebrates hurricane season, of course, but there is something to celebrate at this time of the year at the U.S. National Hurricane Center. Randy Sly, W4XJ, explains.
On the weekend of August 30th, the Hurricane WatchNet celebrates 60 years of service to the U.S. National Hurricane Center and communities impacted by the storms. The HWN Hurricane Betsy. Seeing the need for an organized net, Murphy began coordinating and relaying reports from hams in the Bahamas, Florida, and across the affected region. The current net manager, Bobby Graves, stated, quote, "When information is scarce and lives are at stake, amateur radio can be a lifeline," end quote. Today, nearly 60 volunteers across the United States, Canada, Bermuda, Honduras, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, and Aruba relay real-time weather data and storm damage reports directly to the NHC's amateur station WX4 NHC. Since its founding, the net has supported 156 landfalling hurricanes, including 60 major hurricanes and 12 Category 5 storms. A special operating event commemorating the anniversary was held in early June, since the actual date fell during the peak hurricane season. This is Randy Sly, W4XJ.
Time for you to identify your station. We are the Amateur Radio Newsline, heard on bulletin stations around the world, including the W0CRA repeater system in Denver, Boulder, and Colorado Springs on Sundays at 9 a.m. local time. In one California county, radios are becoming more and more of a safety net, as we hear from Ralph Squillace, KK6ITB.
In Sonoma County, California, floods, wildfires, and earthquakes are among the best reasons for becoming a radio operator. With that in mind, the county's Department of Emergency Management has entered the second year of a 3-year program that includes helping more Sonoma Springs area residents to get licensed and get on the air. The initiative has been funded through a $70,000 federal grant. Emergency management officials are now preparing for training sessions in October that will prepare area residents for an exam leading toward a license to use handheld radios, especially at times when cellular telephone networks fail. The radios are part of General Mobile Radio Services, or GMRS, a licensed service operating between 462 megahertz and 467 megahertz. The county is coordinating with amateur radio operators in the North Bay Communications Cooperative and its auxiliary communications system. The goal is to coordinate frequencies so that the GMRS users can work seamlessly within the broader emergency communications system. The focus is on residents in the community of Sonoma Springs, which is classified as an evacuation zone when there are wildfires, but participants who live outside the area are also welcome to enroll. The county's program can supply as many as 175 of the radios to participants who successfully complete the program. The grant also covers fees for the license exam. Emergency Management Specialist Nancy Brown told the Sonoma News that radio is seen as the ultimate and most resilient backup plan. She said, quote, "No matter what happens, you have something that will work," end quote. This is Ralph Squillace, KK6ITB.
Next year's Andaman Island DXpedition is looking for remote operators and giving special priority to young operators. Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF, has that story.
The team planning the Andaman Island DXpedition in 2026 has an ambitious agenda. The goal is to log at least 100,000 QSOs while the team is on the air from the Indian archipelago in the Bay of Bengal. Contacts from around the world are expected to keep the on-site crew of 18 busy, but organizers plan to add to the team by bringing remote operators, especially young licensed amateurs, on board. The remote team lead, Jerry W1VE, is a veteran of remote operations for the VP6A, E51D, and other D expeditions, and is hoping to replicate those successes with the Andaman Island D expedition. Hams who participate in the remote operation will be required to have an Indian visa and an amateur radio license from India, even though they will not be physically present. Operators are to be selected by the 1st of April 2026. It promises to be a busy time once the activation gets underway on October 19, 2026. The operators expect to participate in the 2026 CQ Worldwide SSB contest representing India. They will also be activating 3 POTA sites between 27th and the 29th of October. The entity is also IOTA AS-001. Jerry asks that interested amateurs contact him directly via email at jerry@remote.radio. That's Jerry spelled GERRY @remote.radio. This is Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF.
In the world of DX, listen for Maxim OH70 operating as XW4YY from Laos from the 29th of August through to the 11th of September. Maxim will be on most of the HF bands starting with 40 meters using SSB and FT8. See QRZ.com for QSL details. Adrian M1LCR will be on the air holiday style as SV8 stroke M1LCR stroke P from Paxo Toyota number EU052 from the 2nd through to the 13th of September. Listen for him on 80 through 6 meters using SSB and RTTY, with his main activity to take place during the IARU Region 1 Field Day. See QRZ.com for QSL details. The 12th Borneo Amateur Radio Festival will be celebrated by members of the Amateur Radio Club Sarawak using the call sign 9M8BARF from the 1st to the 15th of September. The festival is being held in Sarawak, East Malaysia. See QRZ.com for QSL details. Harold DF2WO will be active again as 9X2AW from Rwanda from the 1st through to the 27th of September. Harold operates CW, SSB, and FT8, FT4 using various bands, including 6 meters. He'll also be using the QO100 satellite.
Featuring club news, trivia, and check-ins from some of the nicest hams
in the universe. And our final story takes us to Australia, where, for a few hours, one radio operator is returning ham radio to the former home of the First Lady of Radio in the state of Victoria. Graham Kemp, VK4BB, takes us there.
Elizabeth Hutchings, VK3HM, had the distinction of being the first YL licensed as an amateur radio operator in the state of Victoria, here in Australia. Radio apparently was in the family's genes. In the 1920s, her son Alan held the call sign VK3HL, and her daughter, Marjorie, was licensed as VK3HQ. Some 100 years later, on the Kallawatta land where the family's old radio shack still stands, Jeff Smart, VK3GCM, is putting amateur radio back into action. He chose the property known as Bryn Avon as his QTH for the Australian Ladies Amateur Radio Association's annual competition. Jeff knew Bryn Avon from commercial consultancy work he had done, but he only learned of its connection to ham radio after reading an article by Allstar historian Jennifer Wardrop, VK3WQ. It's been a busy year of celebration for Allstar, which was founded in 1975. The association's contest, held every year during the last full weekend in August, is one of the many ways the group has been marking the occasion. The rules of the international contest stipulate that YLs may work anyone they please, but men can only work YLs. As Newsline went to production, Jeff was making plans to be active from the farm on 40 metres. Whether operating from the home of a notable YL from Victoria gives him a winning edge in a YL Association contest remains to be seen. Win or lose, no doubt this would meet with the approval of at least one radio pioneer from Victoria.
Syllables to make an authentic haiku. Submit your work and then sit back and wait to hear whether you're the winner of this week's challenge. The winner gets a shout-out on our website where everyone can find the winning haiku. With thanks to Alara, Amateur News Daily, AMSAT News Service, ARRL, David Behar, K7DB, DX News, 425DX Bulletin, FCC, Jeff Smart, VK3GCM, the Hurricane WatchNet, Jeff Savasta, KB4JKL, Jonas Bjarnson, TF3JB, Norval Kennedy, N3OUN, PC Mag website, shortwaveradio.de, Sonoma News, the Wireless Institute of Australia, YouTube, and you, our listeners. That's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline. We remind our listeners that Amateur Radio Newsline is an all-volunteer, non-profit organization that incurs expenses for its continued operation. If you wish to support us, please visit our website at arnewsline.org and know that we appreciate you all. We also remind our listeners that if you like our newscast, please leave us a 5-star rating wherever you subscribe to us. For now, with Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team worldwide, I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW in Picayune, Mississippi, saying 7-3. And as always, we thank you for listening. Amateur Radio Newsline is copyright 2025. Amateur Radio Newsline retains ownership of its material even when retransmitted elsewhere. All rights are reserved.
Get ready for the weekly Serenet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
CQ. This is W8WKY calling CQ for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. Net control this evening is Dave, NTAD. But this net uses the club call sign Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee for all traffic. This control net and all traffic must pass through net control, so emergency and priority traffic may break into this net at any time. Sarah meets on this repeater every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., and this net is open to all licensed amateurs, and any amateur is encouraged to check in to join us. The PL tone for this repeater is 114.8. We'll take check-ins in just a moment. A few announcements. First, a reminder. September 7th is the Sarah Family Picnic at 2 p.m. at the Wadsworth Eagles. It's for Sarah members, their families, friends, and guests. If you're attending, please bring something to share. There'll be burgers, dogs, and beverages. No alcoholic beverages are permitted. Wadsworth Eagles is located at 9953 Rittman Road, Inns, Wadsworth. This information and all other club information can be found on the W8WKY.org website. For those of you who may not be aware, our good friend Richard Wilson passed away as a silent key now, K8AMX, American Motors Experimental. We're going to miss Dick, and when Fred is here, I think Fred probably has the details on his memorial service. As a matter of fact, if you are here, Fred, why don't you let me call you in and see if you have an announcement with that information. WA8KOC from WAWKY. All right, we'll see if he checks in a little bit. I know he has the details. We will take in and out check-ins first for the Tuesday Night Club Net. In and out check-ins for the Sarah Club Net. Please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Tango Papa KF8 GGP 40 in and out.
Whiskey 8 Charlie Tango Mike. Carry it, Portage Lakes, in and out.
In and out.
Fulton.
November Mike 8 Alpha Terrence, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Tango Uniform, KF8 ETU Adam and New Franklin, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB. I'll be in and out, and sorry I missed you Monday there, Dave. I was sleeping in. Thanks for running that 73. God bless everyone.
This is NADI, Jason and Norton, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet, John in Norton, in and out.
W8WKY.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Missed a couple.
Plus WD8LLA, Neil and Brewster. Good evening. Dave, I hope you had a good summer on the lake. I'll be in and out tonight. Back to net control.
Right, let me see if I've got it. Got 11 check-ins, including myself so far, but I missed 2 in there. I have DTF, CTM, then I missed 2. Then I got NM8A, I got ETU, TLB, NADI, YNJ, and LLA. Neil, thanks. We got a few days in there this summer that were nice. The 2 that I missed, one was in Canal Fulton, recognized the voice, couldn't really put things together. But right before that, the call that ended with Papa Golf. The call that ended with Papa Golf. Would you come back, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Papa Bravo, Brian and Cargo Balls.
Whiskey 3 Kilo WV3K Phil and Canal Fulton, Dave. I'm going to be on the side. Kind of shook me up there with the SK. I'm sorry. So please forgive me for that. I just wanted to check in. I didn't realize that's hard. I'm sorry. WV3K back to net control and THD.
Echo Fear, Martin Wadburn, in and out.
November 8th, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Juliet, November Hotel, Duggan Rippin, in and out.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom in Canton, in and out.
Kilo Bravo 8, Victor, Hotel Mike, Tom in Green, in and out.
November 8th, Yankee Mike Yankee, N8YMY, John Waynesburg, in and out. 7-3.
All right, thanks for coming back to me there, Phil. And we added SFS, Whiskey Sugar, JNH, MNT, VHM, and YMY. Thank you all for taking a moment to check in with the SarahNet. Hopefully we'll see some of you all at the picnic or at the next meeting, which will be on the 19th at the same location. All right, let's see who's sticking around to play trivia. This is W8WKY, Sarah Tuesday Night Club Net. We're taking regular check-ins. Please call now.
Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra. This is Gary in Fairlawn.
WWKY, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. Nick, down the farm.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Papa Bravo, in and out.
KE8 VOX at Kilo Echo 8 Victor Oscar X-Ray Scott and Vermilion.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf K4OG, Mark and Copley.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, Craig and Shreve.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India KE8 UIB John in Massillon.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa KC8 HDP Jerry in Shreve.
Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray WO3X John in Cuyahoga Falls.
Kilo Echo 8 Victor Zulu Alpha KE8 VZA Eric in Strongsville.
Kilo Echo 8 Zulu Hotel Golf KE8 ZHG Doug in Norton.
All right, let me make sure I have it here. Sounds like you guys went into like check-in practice or check-in training or something. That's the most orderly group of check-ins I think I've ever heard. Thank you, KF8EPB, for your in and out. We added Charlie Sierra, SLG, VOX, Oscar Golf, Charlie Tango, UIB, HDP, X-Ray, VAZH, and ZHG. Anybody else like to check in at this time for the Tuesday night club net for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association? All right, well, let me throw out a trivia question here. Which city does not have a monument to Guglielmo Marconi? Which city does not have a monument to Marconi? Your answers are Alpha, Barnstable, Massachusetts. Barnstable, Massachusetts. Bravo, Somerset, New Jersey. Somerset, New Jersey. Charlie, C, is Alum Bay, England. Alum Bay, England. D, Delta, is St. John's, Canada. St. John's, Canada. And your last distractor is Rome, Italy. Rome, Italy. All right, let's get to our president, Gary, AAHCS. Nice to hear you this evening. What do you have for the club tonight?
Good evening, Dave, and everyone on the net this evening. Good to hear you. Yeah, a couple things. I'm not exactly sure about what's happening with Dick. There is I guess it's the obituary, but there's not a full obituary on the Anthony Funeral Home site. Anyway, and also it looks like they took the tribute wall down. I'm not sure what that was all about. But tentatively speaking, Dave and everybody, they're showing September 9th. That would be next Tuesday as calling hours. That would be from 4 to 7 at the Anthony Funeral Home in Akron. That's on South Main Street, by the way. Funeral services would be the following day on Wednesday, September 10th, 10 a.m. at the First Congressional Church of Akron. That's on East Market Street, 292 East Market Street. And the graveside service will be at the Ohio Western Reserve National Cemetery. So that's what they have on the website. I have not confirmed that, but I just wanted to throw that out as I've gotten a lot of inquiries, and that truly, at this point, is all I know. As you mentioned, maybe Fred's in there someplace, and perhaps he has some additional information. Anyway, I am saddened to have heard, I guess, about Dick. He was a mainstay for Sarah, really exemplified the spirit of Sarah, and we're going to miss him. The old goat, we're going to miss him. Anyway, speaking of the old goat, Dave, thanks for announcing the picnic coming up this weekend. On Sunday, 2 p.m. at the pavilion at the Eagles. Please bring your something to share. But also remember that we're having a mini ham fest on Sunday. So if you have some extraneous ham radio equipment laying around, bring it down and see if somebody else can use it. Anyway, it should be a good time, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. I sent out an email today with another reminder. We've been deluging everyone with reminders, so hopefully we can get a pretty good crowd out there. It will be a good time, so please make plans to come. Let's see. I'm going to go with the Canadian city. I forget which distractor that was, Dave. If you could work that out for me, I'm going to go with that. I'm thinking Rome might like Marconi. I don't know. Oh man, great question though, and thanks for doing the net tonight. As always, nice job. This is AAHCS Back to Net.
All right there, Gary. Looking forward to seeing you at the picnic, and that information about Dick sounded exactly what I heard from Fred on the barometer net this morning. So at least you guys are repeating the same information. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And have yourself a terrific week. Let me grab Nick here, KD8SLG. Nice to talk to you here, Nick. Over to you from WHBKY.
WWKY, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dave, and all the Sierra Club netizens. Another Tuesday night. Good times. Good times. Glorious weather. Loving this time of the year. Winter is coming. I'm in the middle of watching Game of Thrones again. Winter is coming. I'm going to go with Somerset, New Jersey. I think I've been there. I don't remember bumping into Marconi's statue. It's KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, Nick, we got you down for Bravo, Somerset, New Jersey. And, this cooler weather, I do enjoy it. It could still be, 5 degrees warmer, but Mother Nature just ain't going to keep me happy, that's for sure. But have a good one, and we'll see you on the weekend. Scott, you're up here, and then stand by Mark. KE8VOX, nice to hear you this evening. What do you have for the club tonight, and what's your answer for the trivia?
Good evening, Dave. Good evening, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX. Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. I ain't got a whole lot for the net there, Dave. Didn't do a whole lot today. Went to family lunch and messed around with some Mustastic and took a nap, and that's been pretty much it for the day. But for trivia, I'm going to go B, Bravo. Just a guess. I don't have a clue. That's all I got, Dave. KE8VOX, back to net control.
All right, we got you down for B, Bravo. And it was nice to have you aboard this evening. Need to get back up to the lake. I heard you this morning talking about the lake looking like glass, and it seems like it's either choppy or not. But nice to hear you, and we'll catch you soon. Mark, K4OG, you're back in Copley. Nice to see you're back safe. What do you have for us tonight, and what's your answer for trivia?
W8WKY, K4OG here. Good evening, Dave, and everybody. Well, what I got for the group is, I was so excited last night, I actually got an SSTV picture off of a satellite. So now I'm into the amsat.org, going through all the list of satellites and seeing which ones do SSTV and putting them in my little program. So I'm all excited about that. Well, Dave, in my journeys, I'm pretty sure Rome probably had a tribute statue or something to Marconi. St. John's Bay, Canada, they got a lot of stuff, tributing stuff. England, yeah, I think they got some too. I've been to Massachusetts, had to work up there. It's freaking cold. But, yeah, they had statues up there too. But I think Nick, I think I'm going to go with Nick's choice. New Jersey. I worked in New Jersey a lot too, and I didn't see a lot I liked over there. I mean, until I got way out, then I was like, oh, now I see why they call it the Garden State. But I was clueless in the city. I was like, this is dirty. Anyway, enough bad mouth in New Jersey. Sorry, New Jersey. K4OG, back to net.
All right there, Mark. Sounds good. We got you down for B, Bravo. And you're sounding pretty on chipper tonight. And we have to get together. I'll give you some piano wire. If you let me know what you bring, maybe I'll bring some down for you to the picnic and hand it off to you. Let's see. Craig, you're up next, and then John. Craig, AA8CT, good evening. Over to you from W8WKY.
W8WKY, good evening, Dave, and all the rest of the Sarah Net Club members. I'm going to go with New Jersey as well. I believe that's Bravo. That's just a guess, and I know that Canada and England, and I wasn't sure about Rome, so just through the process of the few that I might know, so that's that. Beautiful day this morning. Sun was absolutely gorgeous sunrise. Started out at 60, went down to 59, and then it started climbing back up again. So just beautiful, beautiful day. So with that, I'll turn it back to you. Thank you, Dave. Twice in one day, I said that's pretty good. So this is AA8CT back to W8WKY, and good evening to all, and 73s to all. And again, thank you, Dave, for being the NCO. Take care, and we will see you down the log.
All right, thanks very much. And always nice to chat with you, Phil. Missed you for a little while there, but got you to making up for it. And I'll tell you, I'm sorry, I was kind of multitasking here, which I'm not good at. I'm trying to come up with a good, just kind of way to wrap up the trivia question here. Can you give me your answer again real quick, please?
Answer was Bravo, New Jersey, AA8CT.
All right, we got you for New Jersey. John, KE8UIB, what do you and your folks think for the trivia question tonight?
W8WKY.
NT8D from KE8UIB. Good evening, Dave, everybody out there on the net. Oh, and, I'm doing the weekly messaging back and forth with Mom and Dad, and they say A, Alpha, and since they're going with Alpha and nobody's picked Rome, Charlie yet, I'll go ahead and take C and see where that ends up. And hope everybody's having a good evening there, as I'm home alone on this Tuesday evening playing radio. I heard Miss Lori, KF8DTP, check in and out via mobile. Usually that's reversed. Usually she's at home and I'm the one mobile. So that's kind of a nice change up tonight. Well, not really, because she has to work, but hey, sometimes different's good, I guess, right, guys? With that, I hope everybody had a great weekend and stuff. I got to enjoy mine. Got some major bike riding in. We accomplished another 17 miles on Saturday on the pedal bike, so that was great. And enjoyed some cookout on Sunday and got some work done yesterday around the house. So that made for a really great weekend. But with that, I hope everybody else had a great weekend. I hope you had a great weekend, Dave. And this is KE8UIB living that $5 dream. And by the time, I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all.
All right, well, we're looking for... Well, you're hoping you make a lot of nickels this week. I want to double-check your answer, because you said Rome, which is E, but you said C, Charlie, which is Alum Bay, England. So I'm assuming you want Rome, Italy, letter Echo, correct?
Roger, Dave.
All right, terrific. That's what I thought. Jerry and Shreve, and then stand by John, KC8HTP from W8WKY. Nice to catch you tonight.
W8WKY and the net. This is KC8HTP. Well, nice to catch you as well, Dave. Good to hear you doing the net this evening. I'm going to answer the trivia question before I forget. No one has picked C yet, and I've never been to any of those places, so it's a good answer for me as any. So Charlie is my answer. Haven't really been up to a lot. If I make it to the Sarah party or picnic on Saturday, or Sunday, I'll be a little bit late. Working the Skywatch Tower at the Wayne County Fair, and my time goes up to the up to the picnic time. So if I get there, it'll be late. But anyway, great to hear everyone on the net this evening. Thank you for doing the net this evening, Dave, and hope everyone has a great week, and look forward to seeing everyone soon. So with that, we'll send things back to you, Dave. W8WKY and the net from KC8HDP 73.
All right. Well, thanks a lot there, Jerry. I think we have all the letters selected now, so Ron would be happy with that. Have a safe day at the fair, and hopefully you can make it to the picnic. I'm just kind of like chewing on figuring out what I'm going to bring as my side dish here. Brought fruit plate to my dad's yesterday. That went over pretty well. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Stand by, Eric. We're going to go to John here, WO3X over in the Falls. Good evening, John. What do you have for the club tonight?
W8WKY, this is WO3X. Good evening, Dave, and all on the net. Let's see, Tuesday evenings is my busiest net day. Let's see, I've already checked into 3 nets. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one, and I have 3 more to go. So that's how Tuesday evenings are here, and that's a lot of fun. Let's see here on the trivia question. Yeah, I don't have any idea. So I also am going to go with Somerset, New Jersey. So with that, this is I saw about Dick there a few days ago, and condolences to his family there. This is WO3X, back to the net.
All right there, John. Well, don't overwork the finals this evening, but have a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll see you down the road here shortly. We got you down for B Bravo, and I kind of had fun kind of coming up with this one today over dinner. Rather surprising when I was looking at stuff. All right, let's see. Couple more. Stand by there, Doug. We're going to go to Eric, KE8VZA from W8WKY.
W8WKY in the group, KE8VZA here. Let's see. Good to hear everybody tonight. Thanks for running the net, Dave. Good question. I'm going to go with Delta. We'll go with Delta. I've just taken a stab at it. And, what else? Looking forward to the club picnic Sunday. It was a good time last year, so looking forward for a repeat. The Mini Ham Fest should be interesting. Had a good Labor Day weekend. Family over on Monday for a cookout. It was very nice. Had a couple unexpected family members who happened to be in town, and they stopped by as well. What else? Got a few things done around the house this weekend. A little R&R there, too. 10-meter net tonight for Norse was not good. The noise level was very high, at least around me anyway. But I was able to do an in-and-out check-in, so at least I was able to do that. What else? That's it. Thanks again for running the net, Dave. Good question. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Well, I've follow quite a few like Lake Erie Facebook pages and stuff. A lot of photographs and boating pages, and they're taking photographs of the Northern Lights just the other night, last night, night before. So that might be part of your noise issue there. The best person to ask would probably be Bill, NAWS, our own National Weather Service. But thanks for joining us. We will see you over at the picnic. Doug, KE8ZHG, and then we'll take some more check-ins. Over to you there, Doug.
W8WKY. This is KE8CHG. Good evening, Dave, and everyone on the net. What have I been up to? Well, let's see. Laura and I went camping last week. We went up to northern Pennsylvania for 5 days. We went up to the Alleghenies, and it was really fun. We moved out here a few years ago, so we're getting out and doing a little bit of exploring. And just kind of settled in back at home and got the lawn mowed today and getting all our thirsty plants watered. For the trivia question, I'm going to go with E, Rome. I figure they have so many statues in Rome they don't really need anymore, so I'm going with E. And that's all I have. KE8CHG, back to the net.
All right. Well, it sounds like you picked Goldilocks time to get out and camp. Probably some really pleasant weather out there. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. Sounds like you did. And glad you're back safely. We got you down for E Echo. And we're at the bottom of the list. This is W8WKY, the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. My name's Dave. My personal call is NTAD. We're taking check-ins here. See if anybody else would like to join us. If you'd like to, please call now.
AA8CS, recheck, please.
Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8, LYJ, Bob, chilling in the Magic City.
W8WKY.
KF8, ELA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, Zach and Dalton.
Please copy. November 7, Victor Alpha, November, and 7 VAN, Brian Mobile. I'll be in and out today, Dave. 73.
Brian, thanks a lot. Got you in and out. We added LYJ and ELA. Let's grab Gary here. AA8CS. Go ahead with your recheck.
Okay, Dave, thank you very much for letting me back in here. User error on this part. I just wanted everyone to know that the obituary is live now, and all is well. Would help to refresh the page every once in a while. At any rate, I did send the link out to the club members via Sarah Announce. If you're not a Sarah member, just Google Anthony Funeral Home in Akron, and you'll be able to run across Dick's information. The calling hours are September 9th. That's that Tuesday from 4 to 7, as I said before. And the funeral is the following day, on the 10th, at 10 o'clock at the First Congressional Church of Akron. All that information is on the obit, and I sent the link out to the group, so all that should be taken care of. Just wanted to let everybody know while the net was still in progress there, Dave, so thank you very much for letting me in. And back to net, this is AA8CS.
All right, Gary, rechecks are always welcome, and thanks for confirming that information, and also thanks for distributing it out on the Sarah Announce. Again, we'll look forward to seeing you at the picnic on the 7th. I'm going to go ahead and reread the trivia question for our new check-ins. If we have any people waiting the wings who are going to be late check-ins, listen up now. Trivia question. Marconi. I wish I could pronounce his name better, but I call him Googly Eyes Marconi. Your answers are: Alpha is Barnstable, Massachusetts. Bravo is Somerset, New Jersey. Charlie is Alum Bay, England. Delta is St. John's, Canada, and Echo is Rome, Italy. Which city does not have a monument to Marconi? Bob, KA8LYJ, what do you think? And how was your holiday weekend?
WAWKY, KA8LYJ. Holiday weekend was great. Relaxed for most of it. Monday, the holiday itself, took the XYL out to the local Kiwanis pancake breakfast, which is like a 70-year-old Labor Day tradition here in Barberton. And then I watched the parade. Of course, the downside of that is the city council meetings I would have been at last night, I had to double up on tonight, so that's why I was a late check-in, and I'm glad you reread those questions, because I hadn't heard it. And I have a feeling I'm about to time out, so let me grab that. Okay, Marconi. Pretty sure he's got one in Canada because that's where he made that first transmission. Pretty sure he's got one in Rome because he was Italian. I'm gonna guess Alpha, and hope for the best. KA8LYJ.
All right there, Bob. Sounds like a real pleasant holiday weekend, and you just had to get back to it today. I had 8 things on my to-do list today, and I have every one of them except one crossed off. I don't know if I'm going to get to it before I go to bed or not. We'll see. But we did pretty good. 7 out of 8. I'll take that. Zach, KF80LA, good evening. Thanks for making it to the net tonight. I hope you had a great day. What do you have for us, and what's your answer for trivia?
W8WKY, this is KF8ELA. I am doing great. Had a wonderful day. Excited to go back, so that's always great. And we will see where that gets. I will send it back to net. This is KF8ELA.
All right there, Zach. We had a couple of dropouts on your transmission there, and one of them was when you gave the answer to the trivia. So give it another shot.
No worries. B Bravo. B Bravo.
All right, we got you down for a Bravo. And we're going to make one last call for check-ins for the Sarah Tuesday Night Club Net. If you'd like to join us on the log, have anything for the net, or just to say hello, please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Tango Alpha KF8 DTA, Jeff in New Franklin, in and out.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, WV3K recheck.
KC8 Fox Queen Victor, KC8 FQV.
All right, I'm going to pick it up. Jeff, KF8 DTA, thanks for your in and out. You doubled with, somebody doubled with Phil, Whiskey 3 VK. We'll get right back to you, Phil. We got you, Mark, KC8 FQV. There was one more in there who just kind of got stomped on. Would you come back, please?
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8 PJW.
to Phil. Let me grab the other Phil, Whiskey 3VK. Go ahead with your recheck.
NT8D for W8WKY. Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Hello, Dave. Just want to come back. I got a hold of myself there. It was kind of hard to hear the news that you had shared. A lot of very good memories and a lot of endearment times shared with Richard, and that he's absolutely going to be much missed. But anyway, rather than being a downer for everyone, I just want to say that my prayers and heart goes out to Susan and to his extended family. I wanted to say also thank you for working with the net this evening. It's been very enjoyable to hear you working it. I got a very nice call from Stefan earlier to N8 Whiskey Bravo to help me know that there was some information that I needed to hear from the VE about the VE team, and I'm going to get in action with this ASAP, and I'm in fact trying to get a note prepared, texting him. So everything is going well today. Got a lot of things to do for tomorrow. I've got a VA appointment early in the morning to be down in Canton. Have had a lot of appointments here this past month, and it looks like I have a few more to work with through this month coming. So this month, actually, that we're in progress to start with. So with that, I'm going to say 73 to all. God bless. And thank you so much, Dave, for what you're doing to help us all enjoy the net this evening. It's been wonderful being in attendance, even though I have not participated much in quite some time. With that, NT8D for W8WKY. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Take care and God bless to all. Thank you.
All right there, Phil. Well, good luck at your VA appointment. I hope everything goes well and smoothly, and any news you get is good. And maybe we'll get to see you over at the picnic this weekend. So, excuse me, you take care, be safe, and we'll talk to you again very shortly, I'm sure. Stand by there, Mark. I'm going to pick up Phil here. Even though he crashed with somebody, he kind of got there first. WAPJW. Good evening, Phil. How was your weekend? What you got for the club? Did you hear the trivia?
W8WKY, K8 PJW. Good evening, Dave, and good evening to everyone on the net. Great to hear everyone. Yeah, we just finished up a scout meeting earlier than usual, so I'm able to catch the net before it closes up. But yeah, I was just spent the day doing some Labor Day cleanup. We had a fire and some other things. We had to get all things put away, and just got ready for the scout meeting. So I'm going to put me down for Somerset, New Jersey. It doesn't sound right. Kind of sounds like that the answer. I forget which letter it was, but anyway, I'll hand it back to you. This is KAPGW. Back to the net.
All right there, Phil. Sorry to mess up your call. Just getting to the end of the day. You know, those things happen. But it sounds like you had a good weekend, and we got you down for B Bravo. And hope everything gets all cleaned up well. Move on to the next thing. Mark, KC8FQV, we got you in here at slot number 34. Good evening, Mark. How was your weekend? I imagine you had some fun on some coasters or something. And did you hear the trivia?
Well, I sort of heard the answers, but I didn't hear the actual thing. I think there was some keying up and whatever happening. But something about the monuments for Marconi allows us a Somerset, I think New Jersey, there was one of them. Yeah, I was over in Pennsylvania again Sunday. Went over to the campground over there. Yeah, I've been back to PA a few times the last 2 weeks. So Friday I'm going to go to Cedar Point. Finished all the lawn today. Or the front part. There's an acre in the back. It could get done. Maybe it'll get done tomorrow now. But, yeah, every time I go to that Mark store, it seems like my sugars drop. But I was in the process of anyway buying pop. So, yeah, I bought it, and we drank a bottle. So we're going to go eat and have dinner. But everything else is going good. And, yeah, Monday I got to remember to go to the doctor. I'm trying to think which one. Oh, this is the eye doctor. So it's Kent. I got to remember where I'm going sometimes. But everything else is going good. And for those that want to make fun and whatever, make sure you look in the mirror. And you can make fun of whatever you want to make fun of, because you'll see who is making the fun. So we'll send it back to net control, KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. You know, I think you have to make a comparison between you and John, WATD, see which one of you guys has put on more miles. I know he takes all those cruises, but I swear you probably have. You're probably in the running there, Mark. Hi. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll see you at the picnic or at the meeting coming up soon. So be safe, take care, and enjoy the rest of this nice weather. All right, let me go ahead and wrap up the trivia question before we close up the net. Anything else before I? Well, okay, I'll take anything else after the trivia question. Oh, we had 2 correct answers today. Let's see. In Rome, there is an obelisk known as the Stele to Guglielmo Marconi that stands in the Piazza Guglielmo Marconi in the city's EUR district. In Somerset, New Jersey, the Guglielmo Marconi Memorial Plaza is located on the site of the former New Brunswick Marconi Station. In St. John's, Newfoundland, the Marconi Monument is not a single structure, but rather the site at Signal Hill, where Marconi received the first transatlantic wireless signal on December 12, 1901. The Marconi Monument in Alum Bay on the Isle of Wight is a granite plinth marking the site of Marconi's pioneering wireless telegraphy experiments, which included the first ship-to-shore wireless transmission. Located at the Needles landmark attraction, the monument features plaques detailing Marconi's work from late 1897 to 1900. There is a Marconi Maritime Museum in Massachusetts, which is once the it was the largest ship-to-shore radio telegraphy station in the U.S., but it was not located in Barnstable, Massachusetts. It was located in Chatham, Massachusetts, near Marconi Beach. So the correct answer was A. The city that did not have the monument was Barnstable. The first to get it right were John's parents. And then we had Bob, K-A-8-L-Y-J. Congratulations to those. Hope that was an interesting question. When I was looking at it, I was really surprised at how many cities do have Marconi monuments. All right. Anything else? Any other traffic before I close up the net? Please call.
Actually, I'm ready.
LYJ with a recheck. Whiskey Tango Delta, just in and out. Good night.
All right, we added John, number 35. We got 2 rechecks. LYJ, you go first.
Yeah, when I was on earlier, I forgot to say we're looking forward to the picnic on Sunday, and I is going to boil the eggs for the macaroni salad tomorrow. So going to have a nice big bowl of macaroni salad to munch on, and we're looking forward to it. K8LYJ is clear.
All right there, Bob. Well, hey, I actually like it when we get duplicates because it's really interesting to try everybody's different recipes because there ain't no two that are the same. I think I heard Mark in there with a recheck too, KC8FQV.
Yeah, Dave. I actually didn't hear the trivia. I was sort of got jumbled up. I don't know if something happened there or what. I heard some of the answers, but I didn't actually hear the main. I guess it was something about Marconi and where he had his monuments at, KSFQB.
Yeah, he's got them all over the world. I would have used the entire alphabet there, John. So it was which city did not have a monument?
W8WK.
Mark, sorry.
All right, that I thought you sort of were saying which city did not have a monument for Marconi. So, hey, I thank you, Dave, and KSFQB back to net control.
Dear Mark, well, you have a safe night. Thanks for being here this evening, and I want to thank all of our check-ins to the net this evening. That's why we are here. Appreciate your presence. Thank you to everybody who was listening. Let's see here. Anything else I got to mention as I close this up? Just a reminder, let's see, picnic on Sunday, breakfast at Bueller's in Wadsworth Saturday mornings. Go to WAWKY.org for the latest information.
Can you take one more check-in?
I sure can.
NTADWA8KOC. I'm sorry, I was on the phone with Mrs. Wilson, and I totally lost track of time. My apologies. But if you would put me on the list, I'd appreciate it. 7-3 to you and everybody else. I hope it was a great net. NTADWA8KOC.
All right there, Fred. I hope Susan's doing okay. We got you in slot number 36, and the arrangements for Richard were mentioned a couple of times at the beginning and towards the end of the net, so those announcements did get made as well. Probably see you at the picnic on the 7th, and you have a safe evening. Thanks for coming in with the check-in.
One more thing, Dave. I shouldn't have signed before I said this. I opened the net and closed the net this morning with information about Dick's services. Next Tuesday at Anthony's funeral home here in Akron, visiting hours will be 4 to 7, and next Wednesday will be the funeral, actual funeral, starting at 10 a.m. at the First Congregational Church here in Akron on what is that? Route 18. And I just wanted to let everybody know there's a luncheon that follows the service at the church, and Mrs. Wilson would like kind of an idea of how many people, not exact, but kind of a ballpark of people that are wishing to attend and stay for the lunch. And then from, I think, 2 to 3 is the internment at Western Reserve Cemetery. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. I'll be on the net tomorrow morning and asking for people who think they may come to the church service next Wednesday morning if they're going to stay for lunch. She'd like to get a kind of a head count. Thanks, Dave. Sorry to interrupt. NTADWA8KOC 7-3.
All right there, Fred, not a problem, not an interruption. And I was going to mention that for people can join you tomorrow morning on the Barometer Net, and you did that. So Again, you have a safe night. Thanks for being with us this evening, and again, hope Susan's doing okay. All right, from the W8WKY repeater in beautiful Doylestown, New York, at 8:57 p.m., we are going to close the Sarah Tuesday Night Club Net with 36 check-ins. We wish everybody a pleasant evening. See you at the picnic. See you at the meeting. Join us on the barometer nets in the morning. And 73 DAW. We now return this frequency to normal amateur radio use.